A lot of CES news going on.
It's happening right now.
CES is happening, but it's not happening. It's hard to interact with because it's not, you're not sure to what degree brands are going to continue to do what they would normally do this time of year as far as CES is concerned. I was curious, are they going to go as hard as they normally go, product announcements and such? Or are they going to take it easy considering there's no physical event taking place? No one's flying to Las Vegas and walking through the 1 million square feet inside the convention center and other spaces that typically get used for this thing. And it's a good idea. No one's going, obviously. I'm not saying that should take, but it's just curious to figure out how brands want to treat it. But as far as I can tell on what is likely day one, I guess today, it seems like brands are still doing it. To them, CES is still happening, and they're using it as an opportunity to talk about products that normally wouldn't get all that much attention if it weren't for CES. Do you know what I'm saying? These kind of, not the big name type things. We're not talking about phones here getting launched. Some TVs and monitors and things like that, but also some of those knickknacks, some of those interesting gadgets that get those Red Dot awards.
Oh, right.
Like all that stuff is still going on. One that caught my attention here, LG gave a little teaser of its rollable phone, got brief screen time. And I have to say, it's a brief little glimpse, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's CG or what's going on, but I have to say,
you're perked?
The one drawback with the folding devices is the seam. You can see the seam when you unfold. Obviously, if you go with a rollable setup under tension, there's no seam, Will.
Yes.
And so the promise is kind of interesting. Now, I don't know how fat the device has to get specific, to fit the rolled up display, or I have durability questions.
Yeah.
I got questions. But if you head back to that, there's a little video or a little GIF. And look, come on, dude. It's basically going from the size of a typical smartphone to the size of the unfolded Z Fold 2. So a small tablet, but very slim bezel. And you can see it pop up. And again, the image is obviously CG'd onto there. This does not look like a working prototype. But just to get your imagination going about that, but that's a very science fiction kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
Scroll down, there's one more video, and it shows a different angle, but again, it remains to be seen how much of this is
video
helped out post-production.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the video.
This one?
Yep. Did you break it? You see this guy? From that angle? Look at that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Again, look, they try to make a presentation, and we don't know if it's going to be that smooth eventually, if and when they do it. The future of humanity. Wow, this guy's taking it serious right now. LG CES 2021. But check it out. Look, okay? They cut away, and then it rolls down smoothly. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. LG's done some crazy concepts. LG Wing. Remember this thing? LG Wing. They're not afraid to approach the unusual form factors. And sometimes, with that type of approach, sometimes you land on something. It's kind of like this show. We cover such a wide variety of topics, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, people are interested in that.
Yeah.
But you only find out because you're covering so much. So this might be one of those times where they nail it eventually. It seems like it's not ready for prime time yet, but it's a good look at what a rolling thing might actually be like in operation.